So you're starting to feel like, or maybe you already feel like you're not good enough. Well, in this video, I have 4 key tips and advice to help you fight off that feeling. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1. What is up? It's your boy Ron Banks, and on this channel I post poetry as well as tips and advice to help teach, inspire, and empower you to use what you have to define who you are. So if you like the way that sounds, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and tap the bell icon so you don't miss anything. All right, so you're starting to feel like you're not good enough, or maybe you already feel like you're not good enough. So what do? I have 4 key tips for you. Number 1, don't believe everything you think. Don't believe everything you think. So what does that mean? Our minds are very complex, right? And we tend to believe everything we think. So if we would tell ourselves, I'm not good enough for this, or they'll never accept me for this, then we will believe and start to act as if they'll never accept us or that I'll never be good enough. So the way to break that is to simply change the way you think. I mean, I've said it in so many other videos and I've said it in different ways, but you have to break that cycle, break that mindset and start to think more positively and look at your life in a more of a positive light, right? So you have to start telling yourself, I'll be good enough, or I am good enough, or even if they don't accept me, I'll still be good enough. You have to believe that in order to think that, in order to act that, in order to see that. It's a chain, right? It's a chain. You have to believe that you're better. You have to believe that you'll be good enough. You can't believe everything you think when it comes to the negative things, right? We start to have these negative thoughts and these negative perceptions of your life, or you start to get down on yourself. You're like, oh my God, I'll never be able to do this. I'll never be able to do that. You have to change that. You have to change that, and it's easier said than done. I know, trust me, it's easier said than done, but you have to break that mindset. You have to break that mold, and you have to start thinking more positively. Number 2, stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing yourself to other people. This is huge. This is so important, so make sure you pay attention. I don't understand why we do it as human beings, but we always compare ourselves to somebody else. We always look at where somebody else is in their journey or their lifestyle or how they're living, and we want to be that. And we're like, man, I don't have that, so there's something wrong with me. Or I don't look like that, so there's something wrong with me. Or I don't have that much money, or I didn't graduate from this school, or I don't drive that car, or I don't live in this neighborhood, so there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. Let's start there. There's nothing wrong with you. So you have to, again, like I said, tip number one, you have to break that mindset. Stop comparing yourself to other people, right? You don't know how long it took them to get to where they are in their current life, their current lifestyle. You don't know what they've gone through, how many battles they fought, how many, struggles they've gone through, how many hurdles they had to leap. You don't know what it took for them to get there. You only see what they want you to see, and that's the thing. We look at all these celebrities or all these social or internet famous people and popular people, and we see what they want us to see, but we don't know how they got there, or even if they're happy with where they are. But yet we compare ourselves to them because we don't have that, and it drains us and it makes us feel like we're not good enough, or makes you feel like you're not good enough. And you have to break that mindset. It starts with the first tip I gave you. Break that mindset. And like I said, you don't know where or how long it took them to get to where they are. And you have to, instead of comparing yourself to those people or competing with those people, you have to start to face the mirror, look at yourself, and compete with you. Compete with your journey, set goals for yourself, and do what you need to do to get to where you want to go. Don't look at them, and don't get me wrong. I know, we have idols, we have people that we look up to, and people that we admire, or people that inspire us, and good. That we're supposed to have that. You're supposed to shoot for something, but don't compare where you are now today to where they are in their journey when you don't know how they got to where they are. Number 3, focus on the progress and not perfection. Focus on the progress and not perfection. This is an interesting tip. This is very interesting, and you'll see why. So many of us see the end goal, We see where we want to be, what we want to have, and we have this picture in our mind. You know, big house on the hills, fancy car, money in the bank, shoes on our feet, crazy shoes on our feet, expensive clothes, designer clothes. We see where we want to end up, right? But we don't see what it will take to get there. And you have to focus on the progress and not perfection, because perfection is subjective, right? What perfect or perfection is to me is not going to mean the same thing to you. Or what success is to me is not going to mean the same thing to you. It's not going to mean the same thing to your best friend or to your parents or to your neighbor or to the person sitting in a cube across from you at the office, right? It's completely different. And you have to understand that in order to understand your progress and what it would take for you to get to where you want to be, right? So focus on the progress and not perfection. And I promise you that that mindset that we're working on breaking, guys, that mindset that we're working to break, you know, it's going to become easier. And I promise you, it's going to get easier. So number 4, my fourth and final tip or advice for you is hate does not equal love. Hate does not equal love. So what does that mean? It means you can't hate yourself into loving yourself, right? And we have to develop self-love. And maybe I think I'm going to do a video topic on that. Comment below if you want to see me do a video on self-love and how to improve your self-love. But you have to start with a solid foundation of self-love before you can really travel this journey that we all want to be on towards success, or our own meaning of success. You can't sit there and tell yourself that, man, I suck, and expect to get better. You can't speak negative things into your life or hatred things towards yourself and expect to get love or positivity in return. You have to develop self-love. You have to love yourself for who you are, regardless of what position you're in currently in your life. You know, we all start at different spots in this race or on this journey that we call life. And you have to just accept where you are, love where you are, focus on where you are, and change your mindset. It's got everything I'm telling you is a chain link. You can't have one without the other. It all works together. You have to change your mindset. You have to stop comparing yourself to other people. You have to focus on your progress, and you have to stop with the self-hatred and develop some self-love. And I promise you, you will no longer feel like you're not good enough. You'll start to feel like you're better, like you've made it, like I am good enough. I am powerful. I am strong. I am possible. I am good enough. That is exactly where you want to be. That is exactly where I am in my journey. And I really hope this inspires you or empowers you to change your mindset, to travel your journey with more focus. And if it did, make sure you thumbs up this video for me. Share it with somebody that needs to hear it. Comment below and let me know where you are in your journey, or which one of these tips that I've shared with you is the most challenging for you. Don't forget, guys, your voice is your signature. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.